Okay, so this is my updated doll collection video, but some of you knuckleheads always ask me extra questions, so I'm just going to try and answer some of them right now before I start with the actual collection. So you guys wanted to know how I store my dolls? Well, this is how I store them. This is a container that I created out of some cardboard, hot glue gun, and what do you call this stuff? Scrapbook paper. And my lighting in this particular room isn't the best, so I'll try to show you as much as I can in this lighting, but basically it's just like a big box. And what I did was I made it so that my repainted dolls, like these guys for example, like this is one of my repainted ones, I can just slide them in and not have to worry about their faces being exposed to dust. And that's basically what this design is supposed to be able to let me do. This part down here is just where I like stack all my dolls on top of each other that aren't repainted. And I always try to store them nude because sometimes clothing and fabrics can stain dolls. So that's basically my setup over here, and that's how I store them. And right now it's kind of empty because I took a lot of dolls out to show you guys my collection. But again, before I get started, up here I do have a few boxed dolls, and they're not really part of my collection because I don't keep my dolls boxed that are. They're just waiting to be body donors. And the reason why I keep them kind of like kind of high up, I guess, on like a high shelf is because if I have them at my reach, I will just be tempted to remove them before I'm ready to do whatever I'm gonna do with them. So that's why I kind of put them away out of my reach. Like this display right here is in my living room, and I don't really come in this room because my kids play in here, so I never see these dolls over here. So it's not really on display for me. It's just to have them someplace where like they're not taking up a lot of storage space and I don't have to worry about deboxing them before I'm ready to. So I don't really consider these guys part of my actual collection, but they're waiting for something. Like these Monster High dolls in the front, that's actually a set that I really wanted for a long time that one of my subscribers, Trudy, sent us, and I wanted to do a review before I take them out, so that's why they're over here, and so on and so forth. Now on to my actual collection itself. Let me just start by saying, don't ask me how many dolls I have because I don't freaking know, and I'm not gonna count them to tell you guys an answer because I don't know. Like every day the amount changes because I like sell them, give them away, buy more. It's always changing. I don't know how many I have. I can probably give you like a rough estimate. That is the best that I can do. So let me just show you these guys over here. The one in the box, that orange top, she's another body donor. She's just waiting for somebody to switch heads with. And then this one right here in the box, she's waiting for a review video, so that's why she's still in the box. But that is the Fashionista that they just released this year. Or what are they calling this girl? I forget her name. She's got that big bun and like the sideburns, so that's her. She's got that Bambi head sculpt, and I'm gonna call her Pilar. But yeah, so that's her. She's waiting for a review. Yeah, that's one of my few boxed dolls that are part of my collection. So yeah, so I've got my little display thing that I got from Walmart. Remember, I made a video about my Black Friday find? So this big cardboard display thing is from Walmart, and I haven't customized it yet because I don't have time, but I plan to. And these guys are just hanging out over here so I can show you which dolls I have. Again, I don't know how many of them I have. You guys can pause and count if you feel like it, but I'm just gonna show you their faces because a lot of them are not on their original bodies. I do rebody a lot. So most of them are rebodied or some kind of hybrid doll, if they are Barbies. So there is Reagan from our Broken Barbie show, Royal most of them have names, but you guys don't know all of their names because I haven't posted all of them on Instagram or on here, but you see them in our fashion videos where I always make sure I add their names so you guys can reference them easier. There's Nyla, our Muslima girl, and there is Toan, who's like our channel mascot, I guess. Here's one of my new ones, Ruthie. And a lot of these dolls, when I remove them from the boxes, I do film a review for them. But because there are so many, as you can see, like all of the reviews are not actually up on the channel yet. So some of these dolls is the first time you're seeing them here on this channel. And by the time you do see the review, I would have already had the dolls for a little while. They're not always fresh out the package by the time the upload goes up. So, and there's Sierra right there in the background with the braids. That's Reagan's twin. And here's one of our newer dolls, and I did close up her mouth. This head sculpt is, gosh, what is her name? I forgot the sculpt's name because I don't even have any other dolls with that sculpt. But I realized I didn't have any dolls with that sculpt, and I really wanted one, so I was kind of glad that they made a fashionista version, because the other dolls that I saw with that head sculpt are kind of expensive, like collector dolls, and I didn't want to go that route. Plus I knew I was going to end up closing her mouth up. Here's Echo right here. There's Echo. And Adriana with the pink hair. That's the ice cream romper doll. And there's Marin. She is a Midge from Life in the Dream House series. She's the only one that I have. And who else? I don't know, so many of them, gosh. This is Cairo, and I just call him Ro for short. And there is Lacey back there with the blonde and the bangs, and she was in one of our Broken Barbie Show episodes too. And here's some of my favorite dolls over here. Eden, she's my FAO Schwartz Barbie, and she's one of my absolute favorite dolls. I love her face up, like just the way that they painted her. I think she's so cute. And I put her on a Made to Move body. And then like some of our boys, you'll notice, are not all Barbies. A lot of them are actually Power Team Elite and what's the other name they call them? World Peacekeepers. They're action figures, but they're fully articulated and they have such unique head sculpts, and that's why I really like them. And they all look like they're different ages too. Like look at this guy. He looks a little bit older. So that's what I like about those guys. They have so much variety in their head sculpts, and I like that. Here's Madame Batia right here. From she's our fortune teller. Or what was she? A medium. Yeah, that's right. She's our medium from that ghost episode that we had for Halloween. And there's Jorani, and she is the half Cambodian and black girl. And then here's one of my other favorites. She's new. Here's Jackson. And she's our Barbie look, one of the newer dolls. And I really like her so much, you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see her review because she's freaking epic. She's everything, trust me. You won't regret it. Just get her. Just order her right now, okay? And then you can worry about the review later because you won't regret it. But she's freaking awesome. And so pretty. She's got a Carl head sculpt just like Darla, which is over here. Here's Darla. She's got the same head sculpt, and she's also from the same line, the Barbie look, the newer series that have all the articulated bodies, but I did rebody her onto a Made to Move because it has better articulation. But no, Jackson's just on her original body, so I'm not going to take her off. And then here is some more dolls. I've got Dino, my Superman doll, there in the back, and here's Raymond. Chilling, looking serious as ever. I have him temporarily on the hip hoodie body. I borrowed Raymond's body to put hip hoodie onto to articulate him for our series that we're filming right now. So they swapped bodies for a moment, which I do often, you guys. I'll swap bodies of dolls like all the time just for whatever reason that I need them to be on different bodies. Like Min over here, I swear she's had like 4 body transplants, and for different reasons I'll like swap her onto a different body. But anyways, there's Moana. I freaking love her. Moana's probably my only doll that I kept her original name. Like all of them I changed their names, or I will like make some variation of their name that they came with. But Moana's the only one that I kept, and that's very unlike me, but I don't know. I like her the way she is. Yeah. Maybe it's because I never watched the movie, so I don't really have any preconceived notions of who Moana is, since I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet, but that's why, probably. This down here, this is Yona. She's my Kira head sculpt that I repainted, but I repainted her like such a long time ago when I was first learning to repaint. So the technique that I use on her is not the same as what I normally use now. Rainy is more of an updated repaint, and she was done using my usual technique, so there is a little bit of difference. But I like the way Yona turned out, because she has this like expression on her face where she just looks so kind of like concerned about something. So I love that. And here's one of my newer ones. This is probably my newest addition, the 2016 Birthday Wishes doll. And she's on a Made To Move body as well, and I love her. She's really, really cute. And actually, this is my Sew and Style doll right here, Trishelle, but I'm gonna customize her. I'm probably gonna repaint her face. And this one back here in the corner there, that's another one of my older repaints, and she's a Sew and Style doll too. Kara is the character, but yeah, she does have articulation because she is one of the baby fat versions, and those dolls all came with articulated bodies, so that's pretty freaking awesome. And her skin tone is hard to match, so that's why she's not on some other kind of body, because I haven't seen any other dolls with that skin tone with articulation. Here's Honey Blackburn with the green shirt, and here, this is another one that I'm always changing her like body. Like right now she's on a Made To Move, but sometimes I'll put her onto a petite body, because I think she actually looks really good on the petite body. And when they make articulated petites, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up permanently swapping her onto a articulated version, because she just looks really good as a shorty. There's Zen. This is Delilah down here. She's actually a Pretty Girls doll, which you have not seen me review yet on the channel. And that's because I very recently got her with a batch of other dolls, like, where is she? Where'd she go? Like her. This is the Kamani doll from the Pretty Girls series. And I got both of them together, and I did do a review on both of them, but the review is not ready for upload yet. I still need to edit it. So I'm so happy to have gotten them, because this is like one of my favorite dolls right now. I have her in a Made To Move body here, and I think she's so pretty. I love her hairstyle. She just, I don't know, something about her facial expression I really like. So yeah, I don't just collect Barbie dolls, you guys. I like fashion dolls of all kinds, but my main concern is always their face. Like these girls down here. This right here is with the red hair. That's Esleen, and she's on a Made To Move body, but she's actually originally a MC Squared doll, Project MC Squared. And so is Tessa back here. Okay, so here's another batch of dolls. They're right now just hanging out inside of this little house setup, and I did review this house before, so if you guys were wondering about it, it's the Imaginarium dollhouse, so go and check it out. What is it called? The City Studio, I think. Check out my review on that. But yeah, let's just take a look at these guys. This is Milana. She is a hybrid doll. What I did with her was, she's actually one of those like Chelsea, little sister Chelsea Friends doll, and I just took her head and plopped her onto a Stacy, little sister Stacy's body, and it worked. So I was like, yep, okay, new preteen. So that kind of worked out. I actually like her better on that body because she looks like a little girl and not like a little baby, like a toddler. I don't want her to look that young. And then here's one of my old school skippers that I actually did repaint. Yeah, so she's a repaint. And again, like Yona, she's one of my older repaints. So my technique has changed since I did her. But I just wanted to experiment, so that's why I ended up doing. She has so much hair, like her hair is so bushy. And I really don't know what to do to tame it, because the texture is not saran. It's like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it is saran. It just doesn't feel like that sleek, smooth saran that they have now. It's more, it's not as nylon, like harsh feeling, but it's just very fluffy. So I haven't really messed with her hair, but she could probably stand to be rerooted. I bet she would be brand new if I rerooted her. I just don't have time, you guys. And here's Uncle Nig. I know you guys are like, why the hell do they call that doll Uncle Nig? You'll find out in an upcoming video. And this is actually the Dwerryhouse Jackson couple. So this is Mumford Dwerryhouse, and he is Reagan and Sierra, the twins' dad. And he's also Doll Channel Guru. So that's him. And then we've got their mother, Vieira Jackson. That's her. And she is one of my dolls that I demonstrated in my, like, the mouth closing tutorial. Remember that? Well, she's one of the dolls that I did that with. So that's why her lips are closed. But she is a Nikki head sculpt that normally comes with that big, huge, giant, cheesy grin. Yeah, got rid of it. Here is another character that is new for y'all, but she's been around in my collection for a long time. I know you guys are like, what the heck is this? She looks crazy. She's actually a custom doll that I made with a Kira head sculpt. Yeah, she's supposed to be my mom. My mother looks just like her, like the crazy makeup and everything, the wild hair. I swear that's totally my mom. And the big giant head on a tiny little body. So she's a custom doll. I put her on a skipper body, and I like deliberately, like basically just, she didn't even have a neck because I wanted to kind of make the illusion that her head is huge, right? So that's basically how I achieved that, but that's what my mom looks like. And I will be using her as a caricature of my mom in future videos of our like show, so stay tuned for that one. I do a pretty good impression of my mother, you guys. This is another one of my repaints. Another repaint here. Yeah, my techniques have switched up since I started repainting dolls. So some of my older repainted dolls I kept around just to have as a reference so I can compare my progress. And here is some of my Asian guys. Those are also action figure dudes. Here's, oh God. Oh Lord. Listen, you guys, if you guys didn't think Julissa was funny, like, I totally wouldn't even have her in this video right now because she's painstaking for me to even look at. I don't like ugly dolls, okay? She's just like, she's just funny. So she is a character on Broken Barbie show. I kind of have to include her in the video, but I don't know. She's kind of like an unofficial collection member to me. I don't really consider her part of my collection. And then here's my Rosie O'Donnell doll, which I think we named her Daisy. I think that's our name for her. There's Ryder in the corner with some other of our dolls, like Mona right here. Mona is supposed to be our parody of Barbie's cousin, who is a publicist, and she is a custom doll too. I didn't give her a full repaint. I just enhanced her a little bit, and I gave her tons of freckles. Like, her whole body is covered in freckles, and her face. So, yeah, she's pretty cool. And then I've got an actual Barbie here. I know it's like the only one in my collection. But she's our Barbie doll that we use when we want to make fun of Barbie. Like, anything where Barbie is actually have to be seen on camera, that's the doll that we use for that. Here's another one of my Nikki head sculpts whose lips I closed, and this one is one of my favorite Nikki's. I did want to enjoy her because I love her hair. And I think the face-up of this doll is good, but I just hated the teeth. So I had to get rid of them. So I'm glad that I figured out how to do that and was able to share that with you guys, because I think Nikki is so much better without that constant giant grin. And back there in the background, that's Ben. He's also our character that is like a musician. So he's like a rap artist, and his rap name is Benny Schmoove. And then we've got this doll here with the short hair. She's one of my repaints. And there goes another Nikki head sculpt with the closed mouth. I kind of went in on all of my Nikkies and just closed up all their mouths, and I did that mainly because I was trying to make that tutorial for you guys, so all of them have those closed mouths, because I was experimenting with them to make sure I got it right. And this is Poco. She is on a Made To Move body, and she's got some of Moana's clothes on, so she's getting her little hula dance on. And then we've got a few more customs on here. That one in the corner, another one I experimented with closing up her mouth, and that's one of the like newer Teresa head sculpts. And this is just like a traditional Barbie from probably early 2000s or something. I don't know what she is originally, because she's like a thrift store doll, but I put her on a skipper body because I think she looks better with a small body. And then here we go. This is Calista right here, and she's also a repaint of a sewn style doll. So yep, I can't get a good angle of her. Okay, so this is one of my new sets that I have created with Adonis for our show. It's a new series. The concept is all Adonis's idea, so I made the set like the way he wanted it to look to achieve the concept that he had in mind. So they are kind of in like there's like a studio on the side, and it is kind of like a living room, but they also have like an in-house studio. So here's my picture of Flash back there, and we've got another picture back here of Cool Herc, Awesomeness, Hip Hop Moguls. And in the corner back there on the tabletop, you can see some records in doll scale that we made. Yep, some classic hip hop sample records. And of course, Adonis handpicked each one because he is a DJ in real life and has a really good knack for Adonis has a really good ear for like hearing samples and stuff like that in music. So he is definitely our music expert on the team. He picked out all the records that a real good hip-hop DJ would sample, you know, or a beat maker would. Alright, so here's the rest of my crew. I've got White Boy from our Halloween episode. So that's Wyatt. And then I've got a couple other guys back here. Here's Sonata and Javanthony. Javanthony and Sonata are brother and sister. And then we've got some more guys over here. I know you guys think this is a Ryan back here, but it's not. It's actually a Ken. And I just customized him a little bit, changed his hair color so he looks kind of like Ryan. But I do have Ryan over here. And then that kid from freaking the New Moon series. What the heck is that guy's name? Jacob. That's him. That's that new fashionista dude. I closed his mouth. That's why you can't see his teeth. And here is MC Hammer doll. Here's another one of our action figure guys. Another action figure guy. Love them. Action figure guys. And yeah, so that's another cluster of dolls. Okay, and then we got another cluster here. I've got Darwin back here. I closed up his mouth. He has no teeth anymore. And then we've got Wonder Bread over here. And of course, his name is not really Wonder Bread. His real name is Gilroy. Gilroy Cassidy, our Irish guy. And we've got our little Asian tall Barbie who I did put on a different body. She should be on a Made to Move purple top body, but I just wanted to see how she would look on this Cinderella doll's body. And it's very dainty and like girly. I like the pose a lot. Would you just stay still for a second? Gee whiz. But yeah, so I just wanted to see how she would look. But yeah, but I closed her mouth, so that's why she has no teeth showing. And then we've got a random Skipper doll here that I think I was going to do a repaint on some while ago, but I never got around to it. And more action figures. Who is this? Is this supposed to be Justin Bieber? I don't freaking know, but I didn't realize he was articulated until I was setting up to film this and realized that he has joints. So that's freaking awesomeness. I got him at a yard sale for like $1, and he turned out to be a good find because we need some teenage boys. Here's our character, Daddy, from the Daddy and Davy show. And he's just a regular Ken who I slightly customized. I gave him an earring and I glossed his lips. And I think I might have thinned out his eyebrows a little bit, but I still have more to go. But he's basically just a Ken doll. And I normally do have him on an articulated body, but I don't know where his body is right now. Probably another doll is borrowing it. So we'll switch him back when we're ready to film. But isn't this funny? He's got on freaking leggings. And his fashion sense is very questionable. But anyways, yeah. So that's Daddy, and he is probably our only openly gay guy doll. He's got tons of personality. Here is my other boxed doll that is part of our collection as well. But he is not out of the box because we need to review him before we take him out. So normally he sits on top of my shelf. See, he stays up there because if I see him down here with the rest of my dolls, I will end up opening him before the right time. Then I'll regret it afterwards. So that's why I have him over there like that. But anyway, so that's pretty much the gist of my collection. Yeah, let me just show you some of my little kitty dolls too. So this is a Moxie Girls baby doll. And I had this one too. So those guys are Moxie Girls. Have you guys seen these at Target? They're like $4 or something. They're really cheap. I don't know if they still sell them though. Yeah, so those are my little Moxie Girls dolls. And then I've got this one, which is, his name originally was Darren, but I renamed him Davy to go with Daddy, our character for the Daddy and Davy show. And of course, because his father is very flamboyant and he has no mom around, he lets him kind of dress himself, so that's why he's always in like weird clothes. And then we've got this little sister, Chelsea's friend kind of doll, I guess. And she's supposed to be one of the black ones. She's kind of light skinned, she has green eyes. And this is one of those weird looking little Sparkle Girls dolls. Sparkle Girls, I swear, yo, their dolls are like so strange looking. The little kids aren't too bad. I'm actually missing one of my little Sparkle Girls kids. I had a black one, but I repainted it to look like a boy. And we used him for Crispy Davy in one of our episodes. But yeah, she's probably my favorite of the little kids. This is one of the Sew and Style little sisters. I'm not sure which one, like I don't know what the name of this doll is, but they all have the same face sculpt with different skin tones. So she has the skin tone that kind of matches Grace, and she's got side glancing eyes. Her body is very different from like Chelsea. See how she's very like hard and stiff? Her body is not like that. It's like rubbery, like it's soft. You can like, I don't know, you can kind of bend it. Yeah, it's quite different. And she's got longer, skinnier body parts. So, I don't know, I think she's still cute, but I love her face. And I got her on eBay for a really good price. Hopefully, if I remember who the seller was, I can get some more from her But I mean, she didn't have a whole lot listed, but still, it was a really good price considering how expensive sew-in style dolls are these days, especially the little kids. And then these two are my latest babies, and they are part of the Baby Doctor set that has been newly released with the Asha doll head sculpt one. That's the doll that came with the little babies, and she's got a Made to Move body right now. But originally, she didn't come with a Made to Move. But anyway, so I got this because the two babies have two different tones of brown skin, and I did film a review on that whole set and everything. So I'll show you guys all the details in my review. And then of course, I have my little baby dolls, my little triplets. These are my youngest Barbies, and they are triplets that came together, and they also came with like the black skipper doll I showed you guys earlier. But I really only got the set for the babies. I didn't really care about the skipper doll. That's why I ended up repainting her. But I think these guys are so adorable. The only thing I don't like about them is that their bodies are stiff. They don't move. None of their limbs move. Only their heads can move side to side. Whereas with these guys, their legs and arms have joints in them, so you can move them up and down. But they didn't come with any clothes, so I just put these clothes. This I made, that little watermelon onesie. I made that, and this came on like a little tiny doll, like a Bratz figurine, and I just put it on her because it fit. But their heads don't move. So these guys' heads don't move, but their body parts do. And these guys' heads move, but their body parts don't. Isn't that horrible? Goodness, I wish Barbie would just get it together sometimes, you guys. Anyway, so those are our little children. And actually, I do have one more on the way, and he's not here yet, but I just ordered him, and he should be here soon. I don't know why he's not here yet. So annoying. Not that many. I don't really have a whole lot of little kids because I don't like kids. I don't like children, you guys. Isn't that messed up? Because I have 2 kids, but they know I don't like them. Yeah, kids annoy me. They say really weird things all the time and just ask you stupid questions, and you're like, oh, hurry up and grow up so you won't be stupid anymore. Aren't I horrible? I know, it's okay because I know I'm horrible. But yeah, so I don't really have a whole lot of kids in my collection because I want my doll world to be pretty kid-free so they can kind of do whatever they want and not be tied down all day long. I'm so horrible. Okay, just forget everything I just said about kids. Kids are wonderful, aren't they? I love kids, yeah. Woohoo. And of course I have like tons of fashion packs and such. Here's another batch of fashion packs. These are all like clothes that I need to review and do fashion shows with, so I just have like tons and tons of Sparkle Girls. I actually have more than this, but I had to move them off of here so that I could display the dolls here so y'all can see them. So yeah, that's a whole another thing too. But anyway, I hope this answered you guys' questions about my updated collection. It has grown, and again, I was talking about this on Instagram, but like I have so many like leftover dolls that I didn't even show you guys. Like I have like what I call the reject dolls, which are the leftovers from my body swaps as far as heads and body parts are concerned, and I keep those separated from these dolls. And then I have like dolls that people have gifted me where it's like I'm trying to figure out how to fit them into my collection because I feel like I want to customize them a little bit more. So I haven't included those dolls in this video, and these are just the ones that officially are like, you know, they made the cut. They're definitely part of my collection. Like her, Satin right here. Her and her too. This is Trudy. I named her after Trudy, who gave her to me. And this is Satin, and Trudy gave me her head, but she didn't have a body when she came to me, and I put her on a Made to Move body because I love this head sculpt. I love S.I.S from Ever After High. I love her, and I wanted to get her before, but I never got around to it. So thank you, Trudy. Shout out to Trudy. But yeah, just as an example, I'll have dolls like that people like, they gift them to me or they buy them for me and I don't really know what to do with them. So they're just kind of like hanging around looking for a place where they can fit into my collection. Yeah, and see, this is Wailani right here. She's my only Integrity Toys doll, and her body has been switched with this doll right here. She's got her body right here. This is the Poppy Parker body. Very delicate and pretty. But I gave Wailani a Made to Move body so she could be a little bit more flexible, because I do plan to articulate her and like film with her. And here is Enid, and she's also a new doll. She's a curvy articulated doll. Go and watch both of their reviews because they're really excellent dolls. That's it, you guys. I hope you didn't mind the background noise. I didn't really do like a crisp voice recording for this video because I just want to get it done quickly so y'all don't have to like wait forever for me to get it out to you. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you guys have any of these dolls. There's Homie, my other repaint. Gosh, I forgot to show you guys her. She's pretty, I like her. Leave it in the comment if you own any of these dolls. I tried to mention as many names as I could, but I know I missed some, and you guys are gonna have questions about whatever the whole you have a question about. But like I said before, for the most part, they are rebodied dolls. And don't be afraid to experiment with your collection, you guys. I mostly use Made to Move dolls now to rebody, but sometimes if I can't find the right complexion, I'll go outside that line and try to find other ways to articulate my dolls. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Subscribe, because have you guys seen a collection of brown, ethnic, Asian, you know, diverse dolls of this magnitude featured on YouTube? I mean, I know people have diverse collections out there, but I don't know why. On YouTube, we just don't see too much of it. And I'm all about sharing this diverse collection with you guys and even helping you to find ways to diversify dolls that traditionally aren't considered, you know, ethnic. So we love doing that here. We love empowering people of all cultures and backgrounds to love themselves and to represent themselves in their collections. Help us to know who our audience is by subscribing, because this way we can communicate with you guys and we will listen to your feedback. We're all love right here. This is definitely a pro diversity channel, and our channel is not it's not for children. This is not a family friendly channel, in that you're not always gonna find stuff here that's appropriate for children to watch, even though we're talking about toys. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware of that. If you're new, just checking out this video here, I don't recommend little kids watching everything on this channel, but you know, grown-ups, absolutely you're welcome to hang out with us here and talk about whatever you want to talk about in Dollyland. So thank you so much for watching, and I guess we'll talk to you soon. This is Gypsy, and I got to go because I gotta go get my nails did with my girlfriend, okay? So bye. Have a dolly day.